Hi ladies, thank you so much for tuning to the channel. I hope you're doing fine as always and that school is going smoothly. Today I'm coming up with a topic that I promised when I was doing the introduction of Sister's Corner. I promised to bring you this topic, so here I am. The topic is on online dating websites. Now this topic, online dating websites, are I wouldn't say controversial, but even in the Christian community, there are so many thoughts about online dating, and some people that are neutral, others that are opposing online dating website, and so many views. And today, for this episode, I really don't want to come with my opinion of what online dating websites are, and I don't come with what the world thinks online dating websites are, but I really want to come with the objective truth of the Bible. So stay tuned. Now, online dating websites, I really want to briefly talk about what are online dating websites and how it operates. So I'm just going to read it off a definition from Wikipedia about online dating website. So they are a dating system. So it's a dating system which allows individuals, couples, and groups to make contact and communicate with each other over the internet, usually with the objective of developing a personal, romantic, or sexual relationship. How does it work? Now, for the purpose of this episode, I felt like I needed to go in there and see how it works. I've never been to an online dating website, so I created just shallow profile on two popular online dating website. One was a secular, one was secular, another one was Christian. So I created just a shallow profile just to kind of have a feel of what it was before, because I don't want to come here and talk to you about online dating website when I don't know what it is about. And so basically how it operates is when you go on online dating website, they will ask you questions about yourself. And what I liked about it is that they're not pushy. They're not like saying, okay, you must answer every question. It's like, do this. You must answer this question. But they give you the option to be free to express yourself, to be free to answer the question. So it's about how old you are, what's your height, where are you located, and it's just general questions about you. And then they ask you questions about the potential person you want to meet. Is it a woman, a man? Where is the geographical location that you want that person to be in? What kind of salary do you want that person to have? And again, those questions are just optional. Like, they're not nailing you down to answer the questions, but they want to have a feel of what you're looking for in a man or a woman. And then after that, they give you a message saying that in 24 hours, based on what you have entered, the questions you've answered, an expert will be reviewing your profile and what you want and contacting you in 24 hours. In the meantime, the system generates a pool of potential persons that fit the category that you've described. So I had a couple pictures of different men that were laid out that kind of match what I was looking for in that. And if you are interested in contacting a person, and if you see that person might be, you're interested in the person, before being able to contact the person either via email or instant messaging or whatnot, you have to pay a fee. And I understand there are some websites that don't necessarily ask you, but these two popular websites require you to pay a fee before contacting. Sorry, I'm going to be reading off a little bit today, more than usual. It was a lot of information, so I couldn't memorize everything. Sorry. So, like I said, today's episode is not going to be about what I think online dating websites are, whether or not they are godly or whether or not they are the thing. But I'm coming up with the objective truth of God. So what I wanted to do is to make a case of online dating website in one side, and then make a case of what the Bible says. Of course, the Bible does not have a commandment that says online dating websites are good or online dating websites are bad, but we can see how online dating websites operate and see what the Bible has to say. So I laid out based again on what I just mentioned about how it works. I laid out, I outlined three major things, three major points of online dating website. So point number one, online dating website, as I say, they are asking you questions about more, the questions that they target is more on the outward appearance. So it's about what you look like and what you want that person, that other person, to look like. Do you want someone who is between 5'6" to 6 inches, to, is it 6 inches? Oh my goodness, 5 feet, sorry. 6 inches. If you want someone who is 5'6" to 6 feet, or so on and so forth. So it's much more about the outward appearance of that other person, what salary and what kind of body type you want them. And there also was a quiz that I answered, and in that quiz they asked questions such as, among the celebrities that we're listing, which one do you think the partner that you want to have would look like? So it's much more, so much of the questions are more of on the outside and what the person, what kind of job the person has, and so on and so forth. Now, what does the Bible says about outward appearance? We're going to go in 1 Samuel 16:7. In 1 Samuel 16:7, it's when God rejects the King Saul and wants to anoint David as the next king. So he summons the prophet Samuel to anoint David. Now up to that point, Samuel had never seen what David looked like. So he goes to David's house and he sees the brothers, and there's one in particular that Samuel looks at and is like, oh, this is it. This guy is the man. He's bulky. I'm sure he was. He's bulky, he's tall, he's handsome, and in his heart he's like, oh, okay, this is the next king. And in 1 Samuel 16:7, this is what God says to Samuel. But the Lord said to Samuel, do not consider his appearance or his height, for I have rejected him. The Lord does not look at the things man looks at. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. So this is kind of the Bible's intake of outward appearance. God looks at the heart, and we look at the outside appearance, because that's just as much as we can go. And just to add to that, another one is in 2 Timothy 3:5, where the Apostle Paul is talking to Timothy about the last days, the people that will rise up in the last days. You know, there will be people who are adulterers, liars, they are selfish, they're just after their own belly. And he mentions a category of, one category of people that will arise in the last days, and that's 2 Timothy 3:5, which says, so they will have a form of godliness, but denying its power. So this is a description of people in the last days. So they will have a form of godliness, meaning that on the outside, this kind of people will portray themselves as godly, but inside they deny the power of godliness. They don't even want to, they're not even godly on the inside, but on the outside you think that they're godly. So this is the Bible's intake on outward appearance. So the first outline of online dating website is that it's about the outside